And with also flying V Group being in such a fast-paced industry, such as marketing, what's the hardest part of running a marketing agency?
There's a lot of different factors in terms of, just your normal operations from running a business, right? And then you have the client side factor. And then you have, I would say, which is the hardest part, is the market factoring to every different client in every different way, right? The fact that Rob and I decided specifically not to go down one niche, um, we apply to medical industry, to real estate, to mobility, to so many different types of businesses. And those, especially in today's world, those businesses and industries can get affected by the drop of one new bill or one new speech or executive order. You just don't know. And so it's always, it's not difficult, but I think it more so makes it exciting for us, but it is difficult in terms of how are we helping our clients the most when we know that they're going through that pain point. We know that's going to trickle down to their marketing efforts. So more so trying to be ahead of any type of curveball thrown our clients' way, let alone our own, which I would say is the most difficult, but I do think we have a very good pulse within the various markets that we're in. But it's an ever-changing world, especially with the current climate that we're in. So I would say that would probably be one of the difficult parts.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think you have to be quick, right, to move in the same way that being fast for our clients is an advantage. We have to be fast to adapt because depending on what Meta does, what Google does, ChatGPT didn't exist 2 years ago, and now it's the one service that everybody wants to talk about more than anything, right? So all of a sudden, we have to basically provide a new service, or we just continue doing what we're doing, but like everyone knows how that ends up, right? When you keep doing that and expecting different results with as fast as everything has been changing. So I think for us, the key is really being flexible, nimble, but then also focusing on what our true value is, which really is our team, right? I think like agencies have kind of got caught in, oh, we're experts in SEO or websites or social media or paid media, right? And so all of a sudden you had all these silos, all these different experts. Well, now AI has just, and we've talked about this internally, Miranda, right? Like AI has broke down all those walls to where all these platforms need to be chatting from one to the next to the next. And I think like our ability to communicate as a team with also structure, right, has allowed us to just quickly say, okay, we need to be geo experts now. Great. We're going to be geo experts, right? And we weren't yesterday. And so that's both difficult, but that's, I think, what we've become comfortable doing. That has also given us a competitive advantage, right, for our clients, and that we're not just going to sit there and keep doing the same thing, right? If something new comes on board, we want to look at it from every angle, consider it, shift budget, diversify risk, right? That's a lot of what marketing is like diversifying your risk across these different marketing channels to where if one thing does happen, it doesn't just implode your entire pipeline of new business or, growth efforts or whatever it may be, right? That is impacting the business, the growth of the business, the future outlook, or whatever they're trying to accomplish at that particular time.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say to add on to that, it's not only like what I said in the beginning in terms of managing the markets that our clients are in, but you also have to consider the fact that we're playing in multiple different playgrounds that aren't controlled by us, right? Meta has their own rules, Google has their own rules, LinkedIn has its own rules, TikTok. I mean, you go down the list and it's not all uniform, right? Some things they allow, some things they don't. But we're in a world where the human attention span is so short, right? And we're trying to grab those split seconds of someone in that ideal persona's attention to then make that KPI, that form submission, that phone call. And that's where, to Rob's point, is utilizing all that data cross-platform to get it to speak to each other, and an omni-channel approach is where we're seeing it be most effective now.